5-3, baby. 5-3. What is up, Finn fans? It felt good all day today. It felt good. Wasn't able to wear this shirt all day today. Shout out to you, level 2 noob, aka Sean, for sending me this awesome Tua Tagovailoa orange shirt. But it was a good day today. I'm not gonna lie. I walked around with my Dolphin hoodie on. Felt like, what's up? What's up? But in this video, we are going to do a deeper dive into yesterday's game, talk about a little stats, some things that happened that I want to talk about, and get to one of you guys' comments of the day. But you guys really did enjoy. Well, first off, I will be going live this Saturday for Sunday for the Chargers game. I think I'm going to try to go live as much as possible. I don't know if I'm going to be able to go live for the Denver game. Again, that's when the baby shower is, but I'm going to go live. I'm going to try to go live for every single Dolphin game. And you guys really enjoyed that video of my reactions to the game, so maybe I'll do that too. You guys really enjoyed that, so maybe I'll do that. But let's talk about this game. Miami Dolphins beating the Arizona Cardinals 34-31. Incredible, incredible game by both teams. You know, Kyla Murray did his thing. Incredibly speedy, short quarterback. I made the joke. You guys thought that joke was funny, but he's small. He's a small guy, and that's what really helped with him and his speed and being able to get out and duck under tackles and stuff like that. Very, very good, dangerous quarterback. And then you got Tua Tagovailoa. Had a very good game. Some people think he didn't have a good game. Some people think that, he left this on the field, or hey, look, what about the intentional grounding? I explained the intentional grounding. What about the potential interception on the sideline? I explained that one too. Had a very good game, Tua. And the fact that he got out of the pocket, did everything he did, incredible game by Tua. But I'm going to talk about the team in a whole, right? Right now, as of today, after yesterday's game, the Dolphins are plus 61 in point differential. Plus 61. That is fourth in the NFL. First is Kansas City. Second is Baltimore. Third is the Pittsburgh Steelers. And fourth is the Miami Dolphins in point differential with a plus 61. Offense, they're ranked 10th in scoring 27.8 points a game. They are 10th ranked offensive scoring in the NFL. And a lot of people still want to get on Chan Gailey. A lot of people want to say Chan Gailey needs to go. Chan Gailey doesn't know how to call an offense. Chan Gailey this, Chan Gailey that. They are 10th in the NFL in scoring offense. 10th. They have a top 10 offense. The run, well, I would say mostly passing is the running. I'll talk about that in a hot minute. But can't knock Chan Gailey in this offense. It's a pretty good offense. Unfortunately, they dropped down from first in scoring defense. They gave up 31 points to the Arizona Cardinals. So now they are fourth in scoring defense, meaning they eliminated all of their opponents roughly 21.1 points per game. So they dropped to fourth. We weren't going to stay at one all year, but we'll get back there. You bet your sweet Aunt Bippy we'll get back there. Speaking of defense, Emmanuel Ogbah. One of the free agents that we scooped up after yesterday's game, getting another sack, and then Lawson with the scoop and score. He has now 7 sacks on the season. That is fourth in the NFL. He also has 34 pressures, which is 6th among defensive ends. He has 16 run stops, which is 14th among defensive ends, and I think he has three or four batted passes, which is 2nd amongst defensive ends. Emmanuel Ogbah was a steal in this free agency market, an absolute steal. Him and Shaq Lawson it took him a minute. And we all knew it was going to take a minute because no preseason, no regular training camp, OTAs, all that stuff to implement everything and get back into the groove and get into your playing physical attributes, I guess you could say. That's not what the word I wanted to say, but It's going to take a minute, but now that he's getting into his groove, he's really showing his thing. Another guy that's really starting to show up, Christian Wilkins. A lot of people say, yeah, but he's not really getting the sacks and, this and that. He's still being very productive on that defensive line. 18 run stops. He's 8th in the NFL among interior defensive linemen with 18 run stops. He also has that crazy interception and it really does help with the run blocking on the goal line. Then we're going to talk about the offense. We're going to talk about this offense. Tua Tagovailoa. That man was blitzed and pressured a lot yesterday. Vance Joseph, who is the defensive coordinator for the Arizona Cardinals, sent a lot of exotic blitzes at him, like to, have defensive linemen go and then drop back, kind of like our zero pressure defense. When Tua was blitzed, he was 9 for 15 for 92 yards and 1 touchdown. When he got pressure on him, he was 5 for 6 for 60 yards, and all of those 5 completed passes moved the chains. So a lot of people are wondering, hey, after this big hip injury, after taking that hit, and, is he going to be nervous? Is he going to be scared when pressure gets on him? The numbers for being blitzed and being pressured showed that the kid is just like, whatever. I'm going out there. I'm going to play football. I don't know if you guys saw the video of his brother reacting to him breaking people's ankles and getting that first down. Just a thing of beauty. The kid is not scared to take a hit anymore. And I will say this, and I agree with a lot of you guys, he needs to learn how to slide. Because the one where he got us down the field and then he threw that fantastic touchdown to Matt Collins, kind of dove head first, and I kind of wish he would slide there. Don't dive head first, please. But he's showing that he's like, I'm good, guys. I'm 100%. There's a reason that the Dolphins started me, and I'm going to show you why the Dolphins started me. And he's just consistently showing. Let's talk about his help on the offensive line, right? No pressure allowed by Ted Karras or Eric Flowers all game. No pressure allowed. Flowers had an 88.5 PFF rating. He had an 88.2 pass block rating and an 83.9 run block rating. Very, very good day by Ted Karras and especially Eric Flowers, 2 vets that we picked up to help out this offensive line. Ted Karras literally could have kept more money and stayed with the Patriots, but decided to take less money and come play for the Dolphins. He saw something. Same Eric Flowers. A lot of people didn't like that signing. A lot of people thought, we overpaid for Eric Flowers. Should have went for Joe Thuney. You should have went for name any of the other offensive linemen. But Eric Flowers is showing to be one of the top offensive linemen and really helping this team. Now, there was another move that happened yesterday that wasn't really talked about, right? I talked about Austin Jackson. I think I said in my recap video that he wasn't out there. I was actually wrong. He was out there. At some point, they put Austin Jackson at left tackle, and then they took Jesse Davis and put him at right guard and took out Solomon Kinley. So it kind of shows like what's going on there. And I'm hearing a lot that the Dolphins think that Eric Flowers did a little bit better, and they were really afraid of the scheme and what Vance Joseph was throwing at the Dolphins offensive line. Like I said, with his defensive line, pressures, and sometimes he would double gap one person and drop somebody back, and it would really mess with them. So the Dolphins thought, let's take Jesse Davis, put him and help the rookie out, because then essentially it's vet in the middle. You got the 2 rookies on the outside, which actually helped out. They actually did really well. And I was saying that. I was saying that to you guys, I think a few videos back, that when Austin Jackson comes back, me personally, I'm taking Jesse Davis and I'm taking one of the inferior guards out and I'm putting him in there. And again, that has no knock against Solomon Kinley, because Solomon Kinley is a monster among men. He's strong, strong. Braun Strowman, I couldn't get that out of our offensive line. He's a huge human being, but Eric Flowers is playing a little bit better than Solomon Kinley. Solomon Kinley needs to work a little bit more on his pulling, and that's where the Dolphins need help, especially with their run game. Solomon Kinley has the power and the mass to run you over, but he has to get his technique down just a little bit more when it comes to the run blocking. Pass blocking, man, is fine. But when it comes to the run blocking, Solomon Kinley needs a little bit more help, and I think that's why you're seeing the Dolphins taking Jesse Davis and putting him at right guard. Is that going to stick? I think so. I think Austin Jackson is going to stay at left tackle. Then it's going to be Flowers, Karras, Davis, Hunt. I think that's how it's going to stick. We'll see how it goes. It was for the Chargers game. We'll see if Joey Bosa plays because, he didn't play last week because of the injury. We'll see how that pans out. But I'm thinking that's how that's all going to go. But I think it's funny that all of a sudden Tua comes out. Tua has a game. Tua has a very good game in my mind. You have over 100 and I think he had 113 passer rating. 20 for 28, I think it was, or 26. Again, I didn't pull my notes up for that. Had a very good game. 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, no turnovers. So all of a sudden, we had the first game, and a lot of people were like, did the Dolphins make a mistake? Some fans were even saying, we should have told you we should have went for Herbert. And some of the media guys were like, he didn't do too great. He didn't throw sexy numbers. He threw for 98 yards, 1 touchdown. He had that fumble. I don't know. A lot of people are saying, I told you so. Now a lot of people are apologizing. A lot of people are coming out and saying that they're sorry. A lot of people are coming out and saying things. Ryan Clark, we saw the real Tua Tagovailoa. He looked healthy. He looked quick. He can get out there, out of the pocket. The dude is ready. Mike Greenberg, sign me up for future Super Bowl between Kyla Murray and Tua Tagovailoa. Dan Orlowski, the guy who was saying the Dolphins made a mistake. They shouldn't be starting Tua now. They shouldn't be starting him. That offensive line is bad. He's going to get killed. I apologize to the Dolphins organization. I was wrong, Dolphins. Tua is ready. I was wrong. He's ready. The kid is ready. The Brian Flores wouldn't put him out there if he didn't think he was ready. Now, you'll bring up Josh Rosen. Why did they put Josh Rosen out there? For one, they were getting beat bad, right? The team was in a complete rebuild. They needed to see what they can do, so they put Josh Rosen out there. He didn't do any better. So they were like, we need to put Fitz back out there. I'm telling you, you're not going to see Fitz back out there. Fitz is now the backup. You're not seeing Fitz back out there. There's no way that they will pull Tua. Say Tua does have a bad game. Tua's going to ride it out. Tua's going to learn. But we've seen that happen with Tua. We've seen Tua have a fumble, have an interception, and then still pull his team within 6 consistently. We've seen Tua make mistakes and still be in that game. Tua knows how to continue to play in the second half. We saw it. We saw a QB sneak and him keep it. We saw him get out of the pocket of, get away from the pressure, get the first down multiple times. We saw it. And there's one other thing I want to talk about, and that's Kyla Murray. Now, I heard this, and some people are like, it's not that big of a deal. Let it go. But I just want to bring it up because I heard about it, and I don't know if you guys heard about it. But apparently, Kyla Murray just went to the locker room. He didn't shake hands with Tua. He just went to the locker room. He wanted no part of Tua. And, hey, that's his prerogative. You can do whatever you want to do, my man. You can go to the locker room. But it kind of reminded me of Tom Brady. And Tom Brady used to do that crap when if the Patriots would win, Tom Brady would go out there, shake hands, but if it was a bad beat, Tom Brady would go to the locker room like a baby. Don't be a baby. If you're going to lose, and it wasn't his fault. Tua's not the one. Tua didn't screw you over. Your kicker missed the kick. Why are you not? And some people are like, hey, if Tua would do it, you would defend. No, if Tua went to the locker room and didn't shake hands, no. You. What's the point of that? Don't be a baby. Don't be a sore loser. Go out there and shake hands. But like I said, guys, this game, great game. I talked a lot about it yesterday. Talked a lot about it, and the refs, and it was one of those games that they need to build on it. I'm going to talk more about this team in comment of the day because one of you guys had a fantastic comment that I want to build upon. So before I get to comment of the day, like I usually say, I want to hear what you guys have to say about this game, what you have to say about the Dolphins getting better, about Tua, about Kyla Murray, about the media coming back and saying we're sorry, all that stuff. Comment below, and we get to you guys' comment of the day. This comment comes from John, and John says, comment of the day, the biggest strength this team has is togetherness and finding ways to win. Even with no weapons last year and an awful team stats, they found a way to win 5. Flores has changed the culture completely. 100,000,000%. I said this, and I talked to certain people, I talked to certain subscribers, I talked to certain people on Twitter who, even before the season started, had doubts about this team. Even after the 0-2, had doubts about this team, and had the Dolphins losing more games than they lost last year. Oh, the Dolphins aren't winning 4 games this year. Dolphins will be lucky to win 5, maybe 6. And I'm like, they won 5 with an inferior offense. They got more talent now. No, they ain't winning more than 5. They already won 5. And I don't want to jinx it, but they got a good stretch going with the rest of the season. This team has shown what other Dolphin teams have shown. If you guys remember 2008, there was a lot of close games. The Seattle game in 2008, the Jets game to win the division. There was a lot of games in 2008 that took a lot of grit to pull that off. Even in 2016, the Bills game, the Patriots game, there was a lot of games that came down to grit and pulling it out and working as a team and doing the things they needed to do to win the game. And you're starting to see that now. The Dolphins needed to do certain things. Dolphins on 3rd and 1, they needed to make a stop to force the Cardinals to kick a field goal. Kyla Murray was running all over this team. Kyla Murray was making this team his biatch. 3rd and 1, you would think, all right, Kyla, you're going to keep the ball and you're going to go for the first down. He threw it, incomplete pass. So they forced him to kick a field goal, kicked it short, 49 yards. If that was a 47-yard field goal, he's making that field goal. And we're going to overtime. Or Tua's marching down the field and we're kicking a field goal and we're winning that sucker. That's what I think would happen. But you're seeing it. They're making the plays they need to win the game. They start out hot. Get up 24-0. They get up, 28, whatever. They get up hot. Then they stick with it. And they consistently build on that. This team has a lot of fight in them, and it has a lot to do with the coaching staff. This is something I didn't talk about. Yesterday, they didn't have 5 assistant coaches. They had a ton of injuries yesterday, and they still fought it out and won that game. This team is a team that people need to take seriously. And that Buffalo Bills game, Week 17, I honestly think it's going to come down to the winner of that game wins the division. Who would have thought? That looking at last year, 0-7, and now we're here. And a lot of people said, Doug, no, rebuilds take time, and they do. But when you got the right pieces, you got the right head coach, and you got the right philosophy and community and all that stuff, it speeds up a little bit. And we've seen it with certain teams. We've seen it with the Colts. We've seen it with the Patriots. We've seen it with the Rams. We've seen it. And I'm not talking about recent. I'm talking about throughout the NFL history. Those are some of the teams that went from 5-11, 11-5, and Super Bowls. And that's what I'm saying. Again, I'm not saying the Dolphins go to the Super Bowl, but this Dolphin team is showing that you got to take us seriously. Because if not, we're going to punch you in the mouth. From jump, the bell's going to ring. We're going to hit you in the mouth, and we're going to knock you on your ass. And then you're going to keep trying to get up because the game's not over. But we're going to keep pushing you down. Because we already got the lead. We already went up. So we're going to keep knocking you down and keep holding you down. And then eventually you get up and the bell rings. Hey, man, you took your 10 to get up. We win. Better luck next time. But that's the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. You guys told me you do enjoy deeper dives, so I'm going to keep doing deeper dive videos. I'm going to be going live, like I said, Sunday for the Chargers game, and I will be doing those post-game videos and stuff like that. Also, with this end stuff, do you care? I don't know if I'm going to keep telling you guys to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. I might just pop it up here just to save the time of that, because if you want to follow me on Instagram and Twitter like I normally do, it'll pop up. But I think some point I'm just going to leave it here just so you guys know. But do follow me on Twitter. That's where I'm the most interactive. I talk with a lot of great Dolphin Twitter people, Josh Houts, Travis Wingfield, all those guys, Reason, and I could raffle off Fanatics Network. Go follow them and go check out their YouTube page and all that stuff. You know, talk to them a lot on Twitter. And there's this big community of Dolphin creators that are on Twitter. So be sure to go on Twitter, check them all out, especially TD Finstock. I talk to him on Twitter. I talk to him personally. A lot of people tell me, hey, you know about TD? He's my brother from another mother. I love that, man. He just broke 12,000 subs. Congrats to him, man. Winning helps. Winning helps. Also check out Fan to Fan Network. Great site that I'm a part of, Miami Dolphin Ambassador. If you guys actually, speaking of that, if you guys want to help me with that website and you guys want to become one of my writers, email me and let me know, and I'll talk to you about it, and maybe we'll set something up. But other than that, guys, I will see you guys in the next video. It's the picks video, which will be coming out Thursday. Linked in the top comment is the picks. So be sure to go make your picks before Wednesday night. But other than that, guys, like usual, 5-3 sounds very good to me. I didn't mean to do that. Stay classy and fins up.